Handcuffs and sage may not be appropriate for all listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
You are listening to Handcuffs and Sage.
This is Red.
Timo.
And Dre.
What's up?
How y'all doing?
We're doing good.
Good.
So as you guys are listening to this, the Super Bowl has already happened. We already know who the winner is. We are recording Saturday evening, so we don't know at this point.
But for sure, I've already won all my football squares that I put money into.
Money.
All right, I didn't do any squares anywhere, so...
You won too. We all won.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Okay, all right, great. So what's new? What happened this week?
My daughter just had her hair dyed. So mean. We're so mean. Timo is very sweet, and she came over and dyed my daughter's hair for the dance, and she's starting to fit like a little...
I am a closeted cosmetologist.
I knew it.
And
I'm glad. I'm proud of you for coming out like this.
You know, it may have not turned out the way the teenager wanted it to turn out, but okay, it's fine. Let me tell you, Red and her husband make me feel so awesome about the whole situation, so it's all good. But yeah, I think I may never do hair again.
Don't even feel bad for us.
You're so crazy.
I don't know if anything exciting happened to me this week, but that's fine. That's okay.
Well, we went to Bunko. We did Bunko.
Oh, yes. So we all
Bunko
joined. We started up a Bunko group. Bunch of girls that really, well, a few of us didn't know.
I know everybody.
You guys, you know everybody, yeah.
But and
it was so much fun. We did it last night. Anywhere. The group is great. Everything I've ever heard about Bunko from my girlfriends is there's always fucking drama. Someone ends up crying. Someone ends up fighting. Someone quits.
What kind of Bunko groups
I know, right?
Fours or fives. Fives and fours.
This
fours
was so great.
No,
this was so great. It was such awesome group of girls.
Very down to earth.
Yes, it was just so much fun. Yeah, we all got along, and it was awesome. It was perfect.
Theme was geek out, so we all dressed like nerds.
Yes, that was so cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I had way too much fun. I had toilet paper hanging from my butt.
So cute. Yeah, perfect. I didn't dress up because we said, hey, it's happening on Friday, and I think this was on Wednesday, and I was so busy at work, I couldn't get myself together, so.
It's okay, you still look like a nerd, so.
Yeah. She had her Goonies shirt on.
Yeah, it was my real self.
That's real nerdy.
Yeah.
It was so funny, I had the lipstick on my chin, and at least 3 people were like, oh, you got your lipstick.
Something.
I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's part of the costume. My month is next month, and it's going to be 80s theme.
Cool.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of
I'm
fun.
going to totally dress up for that one. That's going to be fun. Because, that's my time.
Is it?
It's my time. Yeah.
I'm very excited to hear your story because she's been hyping it all week.
I know.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't tell us what it was about,
I
which
know.
we never usually do.
Yeah. We don't do that anyways, but I said I'm going to scare the shit out of you.
Scaring me, bitch.
Oh my gosh, my story is so scary.
Now if it's not scary,
I know.
I'm going to be
We're
pissed.
So I wanted to give a shout out before I get into my story. I promised him I'd give him a shout out. Red loves him. I love him. My kids love him. And now my mom loves him. Dr. J. Yay!
So fine.
You're so awesome. We love you. Thank you for being you. You're the best doctor in the world. And
if he wasn't a doctor, he'd still be fine. That's right. I said it.
Okay. So, so should we get into it?
I want to get into it, and I need to get into it now.
Okay, great. Okay, so we all have our wine. Well, what are you drinking? You're drinking a Hard Claw?
Yeah, something like that. It's
okay,
a seltzer. It's a watermelon seltzer with some vodka. I'm in a bad mood.
Oh.
I'm a cranky bitch. You know what it is? I'm hungry.
Oh.
Yeah.
You need more
You're
fat in your
hangry.
I feel really
As
hangry.
what the cool kids say, you're hangry.
Is that what the cool kids are saying?
That's what the cool kids are saying.
You're so hangry. I'm pretty hangry. I've been doing this diet. I think I've mentioned this. We're doing a weight loss challenge. A lot of the girls in the Bunko group, we're all doing it together. And there are days when it's hard.
Oh, so the girls in the Bunko group is the group of girls that are doing the...
Right.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's very hard some days. Like, I felt like this week I was really good, but that scale wasn't moving, and that can be frustrating.
No, but you said that your jeans fit you differently.
That's true.
So that's good. That's how keto works. You could go weeks without the scale moving at all, but the fat just is melting away in certain areas. And, fat weighs less than muscle. So you might not see that on the scale, but it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just hungry right now.
I get it. I understand. I need to get back on the keto wagon and start, because all the stress and everything that's happened to me in the past few months has made me gain back everything that I lost. So it kind of sucks. I understand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gotten me down, but I'm enjoying life right now. So it's like, if I'm a little bit chubby, so I can drink some wine and have a fry and, what, a piece of bread here and there, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to make myself happy for right now. I need that, unfortunately, in my life. If food makes me happy, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make myself happy.
No judgment.
Right.
All good.
Okay, girls, we ready for the paranormal?
We are.
Buckle up.
Okay.
I'm a little scared.
All right.
Let's go.
So the Super Bowl's in Miami this year.
Is it?
So I want to do a story. Oh, you don't even know that's in Miami?
If the Rams aren't playing, I don't care.
But if the Rams
care.
If the Rams were playing, they'd still be playing in Miami.
And I would know that's in Miami. But because the Rams aren't playing, I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
So, so the Super Bowl is in Miami, Florida this year.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. That's right.
That's why they have Shakira as the halftime show.
My husband loves Shakira.
Oh, I love her too. I love her
Those
old
hips don't
school
lie.
Shakira, like
Sweet
back in the day
hot.
when she had like her dreadlocks. And
You know what?
Yes.
I have to say that when Juan and I were together when we were younger, I used to dedicate all kinds of Shakira songs to him. So like we'll
They're
play those.
so good.
And it's like, oh.
Yes,
we need
they're
to
so
make
good.
that now.
Yeah. Even her newer stuff is pretty good. Sexy too.
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do a story from Florida.
Florida stories are the best.
Florida
I
stories
love
are
Florida
the best
stories.
stories, yes. But this is a paranormal Florida story.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a story out of Key West, Florida.
Okay.
Key, Florida.
And Key West is very well known for being very, very haunted.
Really?
Yes.
It's because Dexter killed all those people over there.
That's why it's haunted.
Right.
Sure.
So when the Spanish settled there, they discovered that the island was littered with bones of the earlier native inhabitants. So basically, it was like a graveyard of bones.
They weren't buried?
No, it was just like loose bones everywhere.
Kind of
And
sad.
if you think about an island, there's so many hurricanes and everything. I'm sure the ground was like, turned up and whatever. So, okay. So the original name for the island was Cayo Heso.
What was that?
Cayo Heso.
That's beautiful.
Which means Isle of Bones.
That's not beautiful.
So,
Hueso.
Oh, Hueso.
The H is silent.
Yes.
Sounds like a W.
Cayo
Thanks,
Hueso.
My limited Spanish.
Okay, so there is an old Civil War barracks, and many, many soldiers died there of yellow fever, diphtheria, and other like totally horrible diseases. So you have all that residual there. Thousands of not only soldiers, but people that lived there died from these diseases.
Oh.
And it's also filled with the ghost of lingering lovers.
I could see myself being a lingering lover in Key West.
Ugh, best place
Like
to do
I would
it.
just take my ghost on a train and then hang out in Key West. I'm like, this is where the lingering lovers are.
For sure. There's so many good stories about like where those ghosts came from. We're not going to talk about those, but maybe I will in the future. And then there's ghosts of many ghastly murders that happened on the island as well. And it has its share of ghost ship captains.
Oh, that's fun.
And ghost ships along the coast.
Ooh.
Ghost ships?
Yeah,
And
ghost
ship
ships.
captains.
Right. But the most famous haunting of Key West is that of the story of Robert the Doll.
Ooh. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Robert the Doll is?
No, was that
Do
your
you,
moment?
Jay? Oh, fuck.
Was that your moment? And we like
Buckle
were like, oh,
up.
okay.
No, you're gonna, that's so great.
I love
that
it.
You have no history. You have no, just hold on. Oh my God. Okay. So Robert Eugene Otto, he went by Gene, was the son of a very well traveled parents, Thomas, who was a doctor, and Minnie, who was a white Bahamian.
Oh, yeah, same.
Okay, so she was from the Bahamas, but she was a white girl. Okay. He had 3 brothers. He was the youngest of 4 children, and his brothers' name were Mizpah.
Mizpah? Someone had a baby and they said, let's name him Mizpah.
Joseph and Thomas Jr. Yeah.
Thomas Jr., the last one?
Yeah.
I miss
Isn't that
Pa.
weird?
He
Isn't
said,
that
this
weird?
one's no good, this
Yeah.
one's no good, this one gets
Right,
the name.
yeah.
This one.
But Gene was the youngest, so he was the last one. Okay. So Gene was born on October 25th, 1900 in Key West. When Gene was 6 years old, he received a very special doll as a gift.
He received a doll as a gift?
Yes.
All right.
And this was from his family's Bahamian servant who allegedly practiced voodoo and black magic.
So he received a voodoo doll when he was 5.
Well, it's
That's
not
crazy.
a voodoo doll.
We just
but
made
it's
voodoo dolls.
a real
and we're
fucked
old.
up doll. Yeah. Just wait.
Real fucked up doll.
Halfway through, I'm going to have you look up a picture of Robert so you guys can see what he looks like.
Okay.
Because he'd be fucked up.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Okay. So Minnie didn't treat this servant very well. So out of revenge, she made this doll and infused it with dark spirits and cursed it with hatred.
And then gave it to a kindergartner?
Yes.
That's kind of fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Why didn't he just like put something in Minnie's soup like a
I
normal
know, right,
person?
right.
Give it to her child.
So there's a whole nother story to this that the grandpa went to Germany and he found this doll and he brought it home and just gave it to Gene as a present.
It's like Annabelle.
Right.
Lots of
Nuts.
stories.
So, but
real life shit.
I think that's like the cover up story from what really happened.
This makes me nervous.
Okay.
She pulls a doll from the table. I didn't hear.
Oh, I so wish I could. I so wish I could.
I would like
If it
run
would be
out
like,
of this room.
Came up like this.
I'm glad it's not here.
Like that movie that we just talked about.
Oh my God, I could totally see Robert the doll doing that. Okay, all right. All right. Whew. Okay, so the doll is 3 feet tall. Hello? 3 feet tall.
Annabelle.
What doll is 3 feet tall?
Robert is. All right.
Okay.
I would see a 3 foot tall doll. I'm like,
Just
no,
wait.
thank you. You keep it. I don't
know,
want this gift.
right.
Yep.
So he's made of wire, cloth, and straw. He has beige skin, and he has nicks in it, like pox scars almost.
On the doll?
Yeah.
The doll had an awkward, puberty-filled situation.
Now, that's what he looks like now. So I don't know if that's what he looked like in the 1900s.
Oh.
He must have been, because like he's over 100 years old now. So, but
So now, he
yeah.
looks
So now, yeah, he's
like an
kind of a little
angry
bit worn.
teenager.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a little bit worn. He has human-like hair, little beady black eyes, and he's wearing a little sailor suit.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah.
He's
So
a
the little-
sailor.
The little sailor suit is actually one that Gene used to wear when he was little,
Oh my God.
and he put him in it. Yeah. Okay. Look.
Let me
There's
see.
a picture.
That's some
Wow.
creepy shit.
I'm really glad it's not here.
And then you can see that he's holding a little stuffed dog or lion,
Yeah.
and its tongue is like kind of like hanging out of its
Right.
mouth. Yeah. Okay. So the servant also crafted it with actual human hair,
Ew.
blood, and stuffed it with rags soaked in the liquid of the dead.
Ew.
Oh my God.
Right?
And then gave it to a kid.
Gave it to a kid.
You're just
yes.
asking for some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up.
So what happened? The 6-year-old Robert, a.k.a. Gene, because Robert was his name, he absolutely fell in love with the doll.
What?
And he named it Robert after himself. So he's like, my name is Robert, but I go by Gene, so I'm going to call him Robert.
Oh my God. This kid loves himself.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Okay. So Gene took the doll everywhere he went. He even had his own seat at the dining room table, and he would feed his doll.
He's really taking it to the next level.
So it's almost like what little girls do with their baby dolls, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is a big fucking 3-foot doll in a sailor suit. Fucking possessed by the voodoo queen.
Sure.
Okay.
Not normal.
No.
Okay. So after this happened, then shit started getting really creepy around the house. So Gene's parents would hear him in his room having full-on conversations with the doll. A full-on 2-sided conversation, okay?
And he's in, kindergarten? So he's like 5?
Yeah. Like, he's like 6. He's 6 years
Okay.
old. He's between like 6 and 8, let's say, okay?
Aurora does this.
Yeah, right? Okay. But what was weird was, at first they thought that Gene was speaking for Robert.
Oh.
But the voice that was coming out of the other side of the conversation was this deep and scruffy voice that no 6-year-old could do with their vocal cords.
That's creepy as fuck.
Right?
You know the husband turned to the wife and was like, Minnie, you stupid bitch. You were so mean to that servant. This is on you.
Yeah.
Go get me water. I'm not walking downstairs.
Right.
That's what happened.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so it gets better. So then many strange things started happening around the house. Plates fell off tables. Lamps were falling off the walls. Clothing was torn up. Objects were moved and later found scattered around the house. His parents would punish him because they thought, what are you doing, little kid? Like, stop it, right?
What are you doing, little kid?
Yeah, what are you doing? So his reply was, I didn't do it. Robert did it. Every time they reprimanded him, that's what he would say. Robert did it.
Yeah. That's
Robert
a normal 5-year-old thing to do, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was me.
Mm-hmm. But was Robert really doing it?
Yeah, he was fucking soaked in body juices from a dead
disgusting.
body.
Okay.
What's that smell? It's my doll.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. Could you imagine? Oh
No.
God.
Why wasn't this thing burned immediately?
She probably put some herbs and like patchouli and stuff in there too to make it smell nice.
Lavender.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Frankincense and myrrh. Just kidding.
Right.
I don't know what I'm saying. Just kidding.
Okay, so now Gene is 10. And he would wake up in the middle of the night and Robert would be just sitting at the edge of his bed staring at him.
Not weird.
No. And he would scream for his parents and his mom would come into the room and the whole room was just a wreck. Like furniture was overturned, everything was thrown around, and she would just see Gene curled up in bed, shaking and crying, and just Robert just sitting there just staring at her.
Oh my God.
And he would say, Robert did it.
Sure.
Robert did it.
Sure.
I feel like Robert and Annabelle need to get together.
For sure.
They
For
make baby
sure.
doll babies. They're lingering lovers in Key West.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. So they say Robert had the ability to speak, change facial expressions, giggle.
That fucking creepy. No.
There's nothing worse than a gift.
I know, right?
Doll.
You know, like in Pet Cemetery when Gage is like, no, baby,
Oh, yeah.
daddy.
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
That,
Yeah. Are you talking about the old school one, right?
The old school one.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen the new one.
No, me neither.
Okay.
What's the point?
No.
The first one was
It's
good.
totally like redone, though. I heard like, and they added like weird shit to it.
Okay.
So it might be worth it to watch. Okay.
All right.
So they could hear running from upstairs when no one was in the house or upstairs, and Robert's seen looking out the top floor windows.
Not creepy as shit. Could you imagine looking up in the window, seeing the doll going like,
God. Or just hearing little running upstairs.
and you know that servant is just walking around the house.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, right here, bitches.
Enjoying the doll, you hoes.
So then they decided to to make Robert go live with the aunt for a little bit because they're
What
like,
the-
yeah,
Robert the doll or the boy?
Robert the doll.
Okay.
So they gave Robert the doll to their aunt, and like,
was the aunt like, "Why are you fucking doing this
well,
to me?
probably,
Why do
I
you
don't
hate
know.
me?"
I don't know what the
You
story
know
was.
she's the aunt
Yeah.
talking about Trump at
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. They're like, "I know what we're gonna fucking do with this doll.
Right.
Hear me out."
Right. So he went to go live with the aunt, and what happened? She like died like 2 weeks later from a stroke,
No.
and Robert came home.
Oh.
No.
Yes.
Robert's like, you try to pawn me off,
Right?
bitches?
Yeah, this
Fuck
is
you.
what's-
I'm killing her.
yeah.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, could you imagine what
Mm-mm.
happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
What happened?
Oh my
Now she's all, "No,
God.
tell me what
He
happened."
fucking tortured
Oh
her
my
into
God,
a stroke.
yes, totally.
Poor old lady.
Oh my God, that's
He
I
told
could
her he
just
was a
picture
liberal.
the whole
She
whole
died.
scene in my head
I
of
know.
what happened. Oh my God.
You're having an inner monologue.
Fuck. Okay, so eventually enough was enough, and Jean's parents decided to lock Robert in a chest and lock him up in the attic.
They could have just burned this fucking doll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
they
like
could
to
have.
just point that
I
out.
would have put it out in Thursday's trash.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thursday's trash day.
yeah. So they moved to Paris.
That's
France?
what you do. That's
Paris,
what you
France.
Okay. Because
Yes.
there's Paris, California.
No, they moved to Paris, France, and they rented the home out to tenants while they were gone.
Do. Oh my God.
And that doll's in the attic.
Yeah, but there was a stipulation in the rental agreement that
Don't go in the attic.
he needed to stay in that chest, locked in that attic, and that's that.
If you saw that in the rental agreement, you'd
Isn't
be
that
like,
fucking weird?
"You know what? I don't feel good about this.
Isn't that fucking
We're coming
weird?
back out."
Yeah.
But if you saw this house, it's beautiful. It's like a Victorian,
Oh, yeah.
palm trees. It's in Key West. Come on.
And they
No
probably,
way.
Sure,
If you
fuck.
saw that in your rental agreement, you-
Sure.
Oh
Just
my
leave-
God.
Leave the fucking doll up there. I don't give a fuck.
they probably did like, they put it like way below asking price.
maybe.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah,
they
so
were
see
like,
that little turret room right there? That's where he was locked up right there.
If you see a doll walking about the house,
If you hear the little pitter-patter,
Yes.
pitter-patter
Yes.
of a little
Don't
feet.
call us
And
in
they
Paris,
did.
boo.
They did that, and they lost many tenants because
Oh, I'm sure.
they heard the running, they heard the giggling coming from the attic when no one was in the home, and they knew no one was
All right,
upstairs.
Timo, I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
If you heard this shit going on and you were renting this house, would you leave or would you stay?
Oh, I don't know. I would be scared, but
I wouldn't stay.
it's a doll. Come on.
A
I mean-
doll that's moving?
Have you not seen Annabelle?
Not a doll that
Yeah.
you hug. A
Yeah.
doll that's moving on its own. I would
Uh-huh.
leave immediately.
I'll
Soaked in body.
I'll do the real story of Annabelle, but like the movies Annabelle, that's a little
I
bit
know,
out of
I
control.
know.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Mhm.
That movie's ridiculous.
It's great. I love
So
it.
you don't know what you do. I think I would move the fuck out.
Really? You would? If
It's
you
too
had that
creepy.
house for super cheap in Key West, like right on the beach.
I would be like, Mama, can you come do can you come do what you do,
Yes,
Mama?
yeah, come
Mama.
do your
Mama.
voodoo,
My
whatever.
mom does that exorcism stuff, and it works.
Oh, fun.
That's how you start one
Sage
day.
a house.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right, so Jean studied art in Paris and in New York, and he actually became a well-known artist.
Was Jean out of the closet at this time or no?
No,
No.
No.
Okay, we're not doing that in 1900.
yeah, no. But he is actually a very awesome artist. He's very well-known in Key West.
Oh.
So in May of 1930, Jean married Annette Parker in Paris,
Beautiful.
and they returned to Key West after his parents passed away, and he renamed the house the Artist's House.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's fun.
so that's how it's known today.
This is my house. It's the artist house.
Exactly.
Okay.
So then guess what happened?
He died of a stroke 2 weeks later?
Nope. Robert and Jean became BFFs again, and he's a grown-ass fucking man.
How old is he now?
But a closeted homosexual for
probably
sure.
like in his 30s, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's carrying this fucking doll around like he did when he was a
That's
kid.
weird as shit.
Yeah. And he made this little painting room up in that turret attic. And he put like a little chair in front of the window. And he had Robert sitting there with him while he painted.
That makes me so sad.
He was
Why?
so weird.
Because he's a grown-ass man, like, setting shit up for a doll.
Well, you don't know what's going on.
Oh, I don't need to. You just told me a grown-ass man put a doll in a little area.
But he's talking to him,
room.
and he's his best friend.
You're making it worse. That makes it worse.
Okay. So, Anne wasn't too happy about this.
I'm shocked
right?
to hear this.
Right?
She's like, why do you make love to the doll and me, Rabba?
No.
That's gross. That's what. Yeah. Okay. So, she made Jean lock him up in that attic room.
Mm-hmm.
But he was back to his old ways, and he would start giggling and running around upstairs all the time.
Oh my God.
And he even scared a plumber out of the house one day because he went up there, saw Robert, he went down, he heard the giggling, he heard the running around, and then he went back up there to look, and Robert was on the other side of the room. And he's like, deuces, I'm out of here.
But
Fuck
he left the
that.
bill. He left the bill.
Of course.
Then he ran out.
Right. So he would sit and watch people out the window as they walked by, and people like friggin' stopped walking by the house because it was like well known that fucking Robert was up there like looking out at you. And this actually continued until Jean died in 1974.
No.
How old was Jean at that time?
74, 73, 74, because he was born in 1900.
Oh, okay.
And then Anne died 2 years later.
Oh my gosh. That's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. So soon after Anne died, a new family moved in. The new owners had a 10-year-old daughter who found Robert.
Oh.
Soon she was claiming that Robert was alive and he was trying to hurt her.
Oh my God.
She would wake up in the middle of the night screaming that Robert was running around the room and chasing her and was going to hurt her.
I think I'm going to have nightmares.
G.
And then he lived with this new owner for a while. I'm not exactly sure what happened with that. They lived in harmony. I think it was fine. But then she ended up giving Robert away to the East Martello Fort and Museum in Key West.
Or they could have just burned it back in 1900.
Nope. They're not going to burn him.
It was a suggestion.
Living in his new little home now.
Oh my God.
So today, he still taunts and scares those who come to see him.
Ooh.
Okay. He now sits in a glass case, and he's sitting there in a little chair holding his little animal. And staff members at this museum say they actually see his facial expressions change sometimes. They hear demonic giggling coming from the area that he's in. And I don't know about this one, but they said that they've even seen him put his hand up against the glass.
I'm going to come out with a bold statement.
Yes.
Say, bullshit.
That's
no fucking way.
Yeah.
No.
So cameras and electronic devices malfunction around Robert. And if you disrespect Robert, as in taking his picture without asking his permission, bad things are going to happen to you.
I really want to do this now.
Okay. The museum gets 1 to 3 letters daily addressed to Robert that are apologies for disrespecting him.
What?
People are getting in car accidents. People are getting into freak accidents where they break bones, they cut themselves, they lose limbs, all because of...
And they think it's because of this goddamn
They think
dog?
it's because they took a picture or like talk shit or were like whatever.
Or accidents happen.
So they have letters all over this like area where he's at.
You know what they could do? They could burn the letters and burn the doll. Mass burning.
No.
Just
That's
throwing
bad.
ideas.
You can't burn shit like that. You can't burn shit like that.
Watch me.
Why? Tell me why.
I have a lighter.
What happens?
Boom. Done.
Yeah, no. It releases whatever evil is in the object and it needs a host. So then it goes to something else. So you can't...
So there's no way to ever get rid of something
Well,
like
I'm
that?
sure there's some type of something or other exorcism or something that you could do.
Yeah.
But you can't never burn any haunted object ever.
I've been
ever.
burning haunted objects for the longest time and nothing's happened. So.
Right. So some of the letters are also asking him for advice and others are asking him to hex those who have wronged them.
Oh my
Isn't
God.
that hilarious?
Let's write a letter.
I know, let's write a letter.
I have a list.
Let's write a letter to Robert, right?
I'm going to type that shit out.
Let's do it. What do we want to say?
So Robert gets visited regularly by ghost hunters, TV shows, psychics, skeptics, and believers. In 2008, he attended the TAPS Con, which was hosted by the Atlantic Paranormal Society, making it the first time ever that Robert left Key West in 104 years.
Oh my God.
Right. In October of 2015, he was on his way to Vegas.
He should be wearing sunglasses
Right?
around bitches.
He's like, party,
He's at the
bitches.
craps table. Time to party.
He was taken to visit Mr. Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum, and he appeared on his show Deadly Possessions.
Wow.
Let me tell you about the show. So it's Zach in his, he has this haunted museum. We're going to do a road trip. We're going to go see his haunted museum. So he's like in this like little open area, and he had people bringing all kinds of like weird shit, like the Dybbuk box, and there's this the crying boy painting, where like if you look at him too long, like he starts fires. It's like there's all these weird shit, right? So he had the lady from this museum bring Robert, and like literally it's like they're sitting in a triangle. He's sitting in a chair, the lady's sitting in the chair, and then Robert's sitting in the chair, and
they're all holding hands.
Right, they're just sitting there like talking.
They're
It's like
staring
so
at each
strange,
other.
yeah. And she's like, you gotta ask him for permission, and then she literally takes him, and he's like, puts him in Zach's lap so they could take a picture, but he's like, Robert, I would very much like you to sit on my lap so that we could take a picture. I'm asking you permission. Da 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 da. So they take the picture, and then Zach's like, okay, I'm done. Put him away. And then you see the lady grab the doll, and she puts him back down. She's like, good job, buddy. You did good. Good job, buddy. Yeah. Fucking crazy bananas. Right.
I feel like I would do that just to cover my ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're cool with me, Robert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't fuck with my life.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
good.
I give you
happy.
snacks. I talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a horror film that came out in 2015 as well. It's called Robert. And it's loosely based on him,
What?
I guess. I haven't seen it, but the key
Oh,
art
we're
of the
watching
poster
it, babe.
looks really creepy. He's more of like a puppet, like a
Puppets are freaky.
Yeah, puppets freaky.
Yeah.
He was on Ozzy's and Jack's World Detour. Have you ever seen that show?
No, I've
oh
heard
my
about
god, it's so great. So it's Ozzy Osbourne and Jack Osbourne in a fucking RV driving across the United States and visiting all these like weird spots. So they go and they see Robert the doll, and like as they're going around the museum, there's Ozzy's that are kind of like dopey, like walking around, and Jack's like reading, like the stories about, and then all of a sudden Ozzy farts in the background.
Oh
And
my
it's like, 'cause he's just
God.
like an old man, whatever. He's like, I farted. And
Oh
then
my
Jack's
God.
like, I'm sorry, Robert. I'm sorry. Please forgive us. And then Ozzy's like, yeah, sorry I farted.
The dog.
Yeah, she's
You're
like,
gonna die.
that's it.
You did.
I wish
So-
they would have made him look more like the real Robert versus like this whatever it is, because looking at it, it looks kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's so fake and not. It's like so.
Yeah, they didn't do the same.
They didn't do.
But that's fucking creepy.
It
dude.
That is
creepy.
creepy,
Yeah.
but it
It's
doesn't look
creepy.
like Robert
Yeah,
at all.
no. Mm-mm.
No, they should have done it more.
But they
like
said it was like
Robert.
loosely based. So,
Yeah.
okay, so he's also been a topic of many paranormal podcasts. And guess what you can do? You can buy a replica doll at the museum to take home with you. Oh, could you imagine if I did that? And I was
Pass on
like,
that purchase.
here we go. Here's Robert.
I
I
have
know
to
the
say-
girls. I know the girls at and that's why we drink. Have
really?
one in their studio.
do?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Someone sent one to him.
Well, we
to
have
them.
a tablecloth in our studio.
I know.
That's pretty cool.
We have a tablecloth. Please,
Yeah.
no one send us a Robert replica doll.
No, do it. 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 So that's my story about Robert the doll. Yay.
Learned so much.
Yes.
I have been waiting and waiting all night to fucking hear this story. So, Red, what are we doing?
Okay. So I was thinking February is the month of love.
Okay.
So of course I'm gonna do killer couples this month.
Oh, jeez. Oh my God. Okay.
And this is a very famous one from our friends in Canada, eh?
Oh.
We have a Canada couple.
Okay.
And I think they're the fucking worst. That's
Really?
my own personal opinion. So we're gonna start off February with killer couples, Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka.
No clue.
Okay, so we're having a Robert moment where I
Isn't that great? I love it. I love it.
Really?
Yes.
I have chicken wing grease and dust all over my notes, so don't judge me. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Okay.
I'm so excited. Okay, let me have a drink of my seltzer vodka. Okay. On August 27th, 1964, a light blonde-haired baby, Paul Bernardo, is born to Kenneth and Marilyn Bernardo. I hate the name Bernardo. I just want to start off saying it sounds annoying. Bernardo.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why it bothers me. Every time I hear it, it bothers
Bernardo.
me. Maybe it's because he's a terrible person.
Back, let me just tell you a story real quick. Back in the day when I waitressed, there was this little Mexican dude. He was a what do you call him? Where they clean the tables for you. A busser.
Mm-hmm. What is a busser?
And oh my God, he was such a sweetheart. I loved him so much, and his name was Bernardo.
Aww,
and he would do anything for me.
Bad.
I know he would do anything for me. I'm like, oh, Bernardo, can you da-da-da-da-da-da? He was, and like, this was this type of restaurant where it was up to your discretion to tip your bussers.
Oh.
And I would only,
that's interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't like a set, like you whatever. So I would always give him extra.
Absolutely.
Because he was such a sweet man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I waitressed when I was pregnant all 9 months with my second child.
Are you kidding me?
We were poor. Remember?
Dang,
we were
girl.
poor. And you know how we ate dinner every night? Is they let us take one free meal home and we would share it. We were poor. And I always tipped my bussers. Always.
Good girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Karma. So I forgot to mention, fun fact.
Okay.
This killer couple, their nickname are the Ken and Barbie
Nice.
Murders.
Yes. I still haven't heard of it, but I'm loving it. Okay.
Let me give a shout out to Morbid Podcast. Fucking bomb ass. I'm really thoroughly enjoying this podcast.
Okay,
yes.
Cool.
Shout out to Morbid.
Yay.
I loved what they did on this, so I got information from them. There bunch of documentaries, YouTube videos, old videos on there that you can see from this time. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Morbid. I thought that they did a really great job, and they were really funny.
Cool.
Good job, Morbid.
Yay, Morbid.
Okay, so back to Paul Bernardo. He was born August 27th, 1964 to Kenneth and Marilyn Bernardo. Do you like my next note? It says Kenneth was an awful human being. Nice. So Kenneth actually was an awful human being. This was Paul's father. He was a pedophile, a molester, a peeping Tom. He abused Marilyn and his sister. He was just an awful person to live with.
Gross.
I feel really bad for their family, and it isn't shocking that things happen the way that they happen because this is his father. Marilyn suffered from depression. Of course she did. Her husband was a petty. And she actually moved herself down to live in the basement away from the family.
Ew.
Oh, so fucked up.
Dang.
So at 16, Paul finds out that Kenneth is not his biological father. And you would think like, oh, yay, I'm not a pedophile father.
Cool. Right.
No, he was like super fucking pissed. He found out his mom had an affair and got pregnant.
Scandalous.
Yes, super scandalous. So Kenneth had this whole thing, and Paul then had this thing of hating women.
Okay.
And so I think that Paul just blamed his mom, like thought of her as a whore, like just hated her. And I think it was because of the way that the father treated her. And then he finds out that she did this.
Okay.
So it all like, there was a culmination here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. So on May 4th, 1970, Carla Homolka, or Barbie, is born in Ontario, Canada. Her parents were Dorothy and Carol Homolka. Carol was a traveling salesman, which I always thought the thought of it being a traveling salesman, like you go different places and all this stuff. I am a weirdo. But he did have a drinking problem. He was a Czech immigrant, but he was verbally abusive to his family. So maybe if he was a traveling salesman, it was good that he wasn't home all the time.
He just came home and took it out on the family.
Yeah, so we have these two children being born in two very dysfunctional homes, which is sad.
Yeah.
I come from a very dysfunctional home, but I, don't hook up with people and then do all sorts of awful things. I mean, some awful things, but not like killing people.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, Carla, I'm going to take my slippers off. Ugh. Carla has two sisters, Lori and Tammy. Fun little story. Carla's mom, this isn't really fun, it's really fucked up. Carla's mom once found out that her husband was having an affair, had a mistress, and she thought the best way to deal with that was to obviously have a threesome with the husband and the mistress. Now, I know I may be old-fashioned.
Oh my!
But I am all about the slashing the tires, the bleaching of the clothes, Instagram and Facebook posts. She had a threesome, so we just did it differently. We just do it differently.
Yes.
Sure, yeah. So people said that Paul was charming, very social. He was very good looking. He did look like Ken. He really did.
Really?
Yes, very attractive. I'll show you pictures.
Okay.
He had girlfriends in college, but he wouldn't have these girlfriends very long because they said that he had these really dark sexual fantasies. He would really take it up a notch, not like normal stuff or like there's some spanking and stuff like that. It was very violent. And then he would say, "Don't you tell anyone that I do these things." Yeah. And then it wouldn't work out and they would break up. What are you doing?
Nothing.
And that's it. Yay! Oh my God, what are you doing?
I'm trying to record some moments.
Okay. So that would usually end up in things not working out. They weren't into being violently tortured.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They weren't happily in the red room.
They're like, this guy's fucking drop dead gorgeous, but he is a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Okay, let me show you a picture because I really feel like that would. Will you pull up a picture?
Okay.
There's a very famous one.
Yeah.
Show it to her. It's amazing.
Bernard.
We can even talk about it. It's going to be great. So, Paul was very charming, and he got a sales job with Amway after high school, and then he also at the same time went to school to become an accountant. Those accountants, man. Those violent ass motherfuckers. Right, Timo?
Right.
That's right.
He's a handsome fool.
Look at him. Look at him.
One right there with the green? Woo.
No, you have to find the one of them together.
Okay, I'll look.
That one, you're like, oh, okay.
What's her name again?
Carla Homolka.
He's kind of reminding me a little bit of Lucas
Magnotta.
Yeah.
There is a weird tie with that person.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Crazy that you're bringing that up.
Okay.
Girl. I guess we'll pull it together at some point.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. So, Carla, they said, was very outgoing. She was popular. She really reminds me of my daughter in that she was very independent. It was going to be her way or the highway with people.
Okay.
There's not such a cute story where she once made a parachute for a friend's hamster and they threw the hamster out the window.
What?
The hamster did not survive.
Oh, no.
And a couple weeks later she dug up the little hamster body to see what it would look like and stuff.
What?
Oh.
I wonder if it means anything to come. We'll see.
Oh,
we'll see.
Yeah, it probably does.
Maybe there's some red flags.
Which one are we talking about here?
That one up there in the right corner?
Yeah, no, that one.
This one?
Oh, yes. I've seen this before.
Ken and Barbie get married, and then they like make love and you
Okay.
Like that.
like that.
Okay.
They said that she was actually an animal lover despite this parachute incident.
Gross.
She loved animals and she wanted to be a vet. They did say that she was an alpha. She would run the roost and she was very bossy with her friends. Right. She fought with her parents a lot in high school, which is very typical. We were just talking about this. We all have teenagers.
Right.
It's a real good time.
Yeah.
Just pure bliss.
Yes.
You guys know what I'm talking about. So with Carly, she would have high highs and low lows. So one day she could be like, I can do it all. I'm going to do that. The world's my oyster. And the next day, like she said that she would try to like OD on pills and like I cut my wrist and like I don't want to live anymore.
Bipolar for sure.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah. Okay.
All over the place. So then Carla had a boyfriend in high school named Doug, which is a super sexy name.
I love Doug.
This is my boyfriend, Doug. We're in love. It's been like 2 weeks. It's serious. They did have sex and they did drugs like smoked pot and stuff like that. But they said she had this thing where she like lied and made things like bigger than they were. And she said like they would do like BDSM and shit like that. Like they would have like crazy sex. Okay, Carla. Okay, all right, honey.
Doug's like, no, we didn't.
And Doug's like,
no,
I was there and we didn't do that. Why are you saying that?
Oh my god.
Right.
It's so weird. Okay.
It is weird. But she was trying to make it seem like she was super kinky and fun and cool and all this shit. She was really into the occult. Oh, like you.
Yay!
And Ouija boards. Not like you. Not the same.
No.
Okay.
I'm kind of maybe changing a little bit.
Are you playing with Ouija boards all by yourself?
No, but I think I might, like, if we decide to go to the Padre.
I'm trying my best.
Or the Queen Mary. I'm thinking maybe we should do. Yeah. I just need to learn how to open and close the doors so that nothing crazy happens.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
Okay.
I don't read some books. I don't know.
Patty Negretti is that Hollywood witch medium. I might email her. She was the one that, remember when I went to that most haunted thing with Bridget Marquette from,
yeah.
And then she had us do that.
I do remember that.
That was unforgettable.
Yeah,
I'm trying to forget.
I think because she's the one that said that you can use a Ouija board, but you need to know how to open and close the doors so that whatever. So maybe I'll send her an email. Be like, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
That's all you put in your email.
Hey, Patty.
Hey. You knew I was going to contact you.
I might. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't want to bring anything home.
Yeah.
In the Queen Mary room, I saw that they do have a Ouija board that they just put in there as part of staying in the room.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they do like tarot cards, Ouija board.
That's really dangerous.
Candles,
like a whole
a crystal ball.
That's
or
really
something.
dangerous that they do that.
And then there's like there's like a YouTube video about like these young girls. I feel like they're teenagers.
Yeah.
And there's like a group of them and they're in there using the Ouija board and stuff. You can look it up on YouTube and it's kind of
good
crazy.
times.
Okay, we'll look it up.
All right. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Right.
Unless Robert shows up. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Okay.
Just be nice to him and respect him and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I do what I want, girl. Okay.
So does he.
Oh my god, I got some chicken piece in my
eye
for sure.
Some chicken paste.
I think it must have been in my hair from me eating the chicken and then it got into my eye.
Oh no.
The diet's going well. Okay. In May 1987, the Scarborough rapist starts his 5-year reign of terror. Have you ever heard of the Scarborough racist?
Racist?
He was racist and he raped at the same time.
The Scarborough racist.
Oh my
He's so
god.
racist. He only raped certain kind of people.
He started with racism and then he went to raping. He was a terrible, terrible person. May 4th was his first victim, who was a 14-year-old girl.
May the 4th be with you. Sorry.
Oh my god. Edit.
Star Wars nerd.
Right. So his first victim was a 14-year-old girl, and this is really awful. She was raped in her parents' front yard at night. Yeah, they just didn't know she was out there. Poor thing. This is awful. On May 14th, which was not long after, another girl was raped in the backyard of her parents' home. So these are girls that have been watched. They know that the rapist knows where they live, which is terrifying. And they're always told, don't you tell anyone, I know where you live and I will come kill you.
Wow.
Terrifying. These are 14 and 15-year-old girls mostly that are being attacked. So July 17th, there was an attempted rape, but she fought like a motherfucker.
Good girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you fucking fight. You fight until the bitter end. September 29th, the rapist broke through the window of a 15-year-old girl. He attempted to rape her, but he was being very violent with her too, and he bit her fucking ear, which is awful. Yes, that kind of gives you an idea. This person is just out of fucking control. The mother busts in because she hears something going on and just starts screaming, right?
What?
You walk in on this shit, you start screaming. He jumps out of the room and he gets away. This motherfucker.
Oh my god.
They say that this rapist was 19-year-old Anthony Mayer, who did 16 months for this attempted rape, but he was later exonerated. Right. He didn't do it, and they pinned it on him.
Okay.
Awful. So, October 17th, 1987. This is when all of it goes down. This is when it happens. When two evils collide.
Okay.
Carla and Paul meet.
Oh shit.
And what's the most romantic place you can meet?
The beach.
At a pet food convention. What the fuck? How did you not know it was a pet food convention?
My God.
Hello.
What the fuck? What were they doing there?
Carla was working for a vet, and she was like, oh, free weekend? Okay, I'll go check out the pet food convention for sure.
Oh my God.
She was staying at a hotel. She was in the hotel restaurant with somebody else that she was there with. Paul comes over. They say it's lust at first sight. It's like chemistry and sparks and evil demons doing a little dance. And they said within hours they are up in that hotel room just banging one out.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Just together right from the get-go.
Okay.
Just obsessed with each other.
All right.
Kind of like Scott and I, but like not
With
evil.
less evil
demons dancing. Right.
God.
Sure. Carla was 17.
What?
She was fucking 17.
Wait a minute. Her bosses sent her to a fucking convention at 17?
Bitch, it was the 80s.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Okay, my
All
parents sent me 10 miles away to get milk and come back and not complain. Okay? Okay, it was the 80s. So Carla was 17 and Paul was 23 years old.
All
That's
right.
an age difference,
But
okay?
that's okay. I don't see a problem with that.
I just feel like judging. Okay. So Paul actually lived 2 hours
Okay. What was
from
he doing?
Carla. He lived in Scarborough and she lived in St. Catharines. But he would drive like 3 times a week to go hit up his boo because they could not get enough of each other.
Okay.
All right, so that is a drive. Carla's family loved Paul. Fucking loved him, right? He was going to be an accountant. He's very charismatic. They're all about it, and they did look like Barbie and Ken. So they're like, we're doing something right. Everything's working out. It's going to be great.
All right.
Carla's a bitch, but it's going to be fine.
Okay. I can see that. Okay.
Sure. So then Carla graduates in 1989. They're together, and she's a baby. Okay. So Paul moves in. They do get engaged December 1989. They're basically together for 2 hot goddamn seconds. And he proposes at Niagara Falls because that's where you propose.
Right. 'Romantic.
And it was just meant to be. True love. May 25th, 1988, a rapist is almost caught at a bus stop because they realized that this rapist would grab women off this bus stop or jump out from bushes, violently attack them, assault them. So they had Metro people, officers, set up, waiting by bus stops. An attack happens. Metro cop is on him, running after him, and he gets away.
What?
So fucking
slow. No
close.
more donuts.
Oh
Just
my
kidding.
God.
I'm teasing.
I'm not going to judge, but I don't know. So October 4th, 1988, there was an attempted rape. She fought him off, but she did get stabbed in the thigh and the buttocks, and she needed 12 stitches.
Okay.
And I would like to repeat that these are teenage girls.
Right.
These are teenage girls fighting a fucking rapist.
Oh my God.
Popping out of nowhere. Think about like having something like that happen to you, like functioning after that. Terrifying. Isn't that terrifying?
Yeah, no.
It's terrifying. November 16th, 1988, and you're noticing all these dates are very close to each other. A woman is raped in her parents' backyard. Again, it's happening in their home. They're told, I know where you live. Don't you tell anyone. Just awful. So November 17th, 1988, the Green Ribbon Task Force is formed to take this Scarborough rapist down. We need to figure out the fuck this is. We're going to take it real seriously, A. In Canada, E. We're going to stop the rapist, E. They bring in a profiler, an FBI profiler. His name is Greg McCrary, and he's in these videos you can watch, and he was just part of figuring out what kind of person is doing this. So he said he was, probably in his early 20s, white male, probably lives with family still, maybe is violent in domestic relationships.
Oh, shit.
So just putting shit like that together.
Right.
Okay, so August 1989, a 22-year-old woman is stalked around her home and then raped. May 26, 1990, a 19-year-old girl is raped, but she's able to get a description
Yay.
of her rapist.
Okay.
That's a big deal. Huge.
Okay.
Huge. A sketch is released in Toronto, and there are 16,000 responses.
What?
Wow.
16,000?
Yes. 16,000.
Oh my God.
A needle in a haystack.
3 people called in and said, that looks like Paul. 3 people.
Oh,
that's it.
My God.
That's crazy. If there's ever a sketch that kind of looks like me, why don't you ask first before calling in? Because this fucker had 3 people that knew him that called in.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
That's going
crazy.
down, Paul.
Yeah.
So here we are, July 1990. There's big hair all around.
Yeah.
You saw the pictures. Lots of Aquanet, baby.
Yep, that's us.
Is my hair stiff enough? Make it stiffer.
It was like a
Oh, yes.
Like a wave
Fuck
up in
There was a
that's the
flower in her. My sister, Stephanie, she would curl our bangs. We had serious bangs. Curl it into a flower, and we thought it was the coolest fucking shit ever.
Oh my
Our
God.
flower bangs.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bitch.
You have pictures of that?
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
Mine looks like
I
a wave.
do. Oh,
It was tall.
a wave.
It looked like
Sure.
a wave.
Scott's sister
You
did
have,
a
like, the
major
chola
hair
look, huh?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I'm like banging right now.
Yeah, that's right.
The taller, the better.
Yeah, tell her better. Carla worked for a vet, and she decided to steal Valium from work and make Tammy, her sister, spaghetti.
Wait, I'm lost. What?
She stole what?
Valium.
Oh,
Dog
she made her
Valium.
Spaghetti.
Valium.
Okay.
Sure. You dose it differently,
Okay,
of course.
okay.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you why she did this. It's really sad
Oh, no.
and really awful. So, Paul becomes very close with the family.
Mm-hmm.
And he is obsessed with Tammy.
Oh.
And it always really, really bothered him that Carla was not a virgin. That she had sex with her boyfriend, Doug. high school.
Freaking
And he loves virgin.
Okay, Paul.
Okay, Paul,
Gross.
get in fucking line, you
God.
douche.
Okay.
You douche. He was obsessed with motherfucking Tammy. Okay?
She was a virgin.
Because she was a virgin.
Ew.
She was super, like, innocent and sweet.
Ew.
And what's really sad is Tammy really loved Paul like a brother. Like,
Right.
it sounded like they all had a
Right.
very good relationship with each other.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Now, this always really bothered Carla, right? But because Carla is obsessed with Paul and wants to please Paul no matter fucking what, she would leave windows open so he could watch Tammy and like masturbate outside.
Ew.
She even once broke Tammy's window, like blinds. You know those old blinds, those old school ones?
Yeah.
Where like you breathed on
Right,
it and
right.
it bent.
Yeah.
She broke some of those so he could see her.
Ew.
Yes.
Ew.
Yeah. She would buckle up. She would dress like Tammy and talk like Tammy for them to have sex.
That's so nasty.
Her little
Okay.
sister. Okay?
Good
Be
times.
like, yeah, role play.
Ew.
Role play. I'm my sister.
Ew.
Right.
Okay.
Gross.
Right. So she makes Tammy spaghetti and she adds the Valium in the spaghetti and feeds it to her. And Tammy, of course, knocks the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Did I mention that sweet little Tammy is 15 years old?
Oh.
Sweet little girl.
And it's her full-blooded, like, sister.
Yep.
Good times. Okay.
Yeah, that she had a very good relationship with.
Oh, God.
That's right.
Terrible.
It is terrible.
Okay.
So Tammy is knocked out and Paul raises
No!
her
No!
Oh, what an asshole.
while Carla watches.
Excellent.
Tammy has no idea this has happened, right? She's been knocked out by the Valium, and when she comes to, it was like nothing happened. She had no fucking idea and had still a great relationship with everyone. She had
Okay,
no
wait a minute.
idea.
Time out.
Uh-huh.
She was a virgin.
Uh-huh.
How could she not know something happened?
They said that it was like, she never said anything happened. Oh, for sure, little dick. He for sure has a tiny penis. Have you seen how big his hair was?
Okay.
He was making up for a tiny
Yeah.
penis for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
That's so sad.
She didn't even feel it.
It's so sad.
She's like, nothing happened.
So sad.
I mean,
Yeah,
at
it is.
least It is sad.
It is. Paul would give Tammy and her friends gifts all the time, food, and one time he gave them all a bunch of drinks with white powder and flecks in it, like
Ew.
straight up probably trying to like,
What?
yeah,
He was,
dose them up.
Pulling a Cosby there.
Just full on Cosbying these
Oh,
girls.
no.
For sure. Just such a disgusting person. November 20th, 1990. Paul is questioned by the police because he has 3 friends out there that called in and said, this sketch looks like someone
Right,
I
right,
know.
right. Okay.
Right. This interview lasts for approximately 35 minutes. So a thorough interview
Yeah.
for sure.
Life.
The Canadians were like, did you do it, E? No, I didn't do it, E. All righty.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in, E. They asked him, like, why do you think we're questioning you? Why do you think you're here?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, I look like that picture. So he, like, acted like it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
And they said, okay, will you give us DNA samples? He said, no problem. Gave him hair, blood, and saliva, like, there you go, no big deal. Had nothing to
Really?
do. Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't afraid of you.
Basically, I mean, I guess that kind of gives you insight in what he thinks. He can just do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that it was just ignorance of, like, what DNA was? Because I have a feeling where this is going.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
at that time, 1990,
Yeah.
DNA wasn't
Mhm.
well
Right.
known.
Right,
Sure.
right. Okay.
Also, I think it has something to do with just his personality and how he thought of himself. That
Right.
He thought,
Okay, his ego, he's like...
yeah, well, he had been getting away with a lot of shit
Right.
for a long time.
For
So, of
sure.
course,
Okay.
He probably
course.
thought if I play their game and I just take it
like no big deal.
they're gonna be
and
like,
you know what? It fucking worked. They were like, okay,
Yeah.
have a nice day.
They'd be
And
like,
then
"Oh,
left.
he
Oh, my
cooperated.
God.
Don't even test that shit because it's not him. Obviously, it's not him."
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I later found out, because DNA was so new, that they had one scientist and one tech at the time to process 50,000 DNA samples.
Oh, my God.
Like in all of America. Or
It was
Canada.
Shit.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a terrifying thought.
It is.
Maybe he knew that. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure that, like, in the news, there wasn't any, "Oh, we found this spool on DNA."
Yeah.
You know, and so he had no idea the capacity of, like, what it could be, like, what it could do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was just a friggin' egotistical bastard and was just like, yeah.
Oh, I think there's a
Test my
whole
DNA.
mix.
You ain't gonna find nothing.
Have you seen this hair?
Oh my
No
God.
problem.
Oh my God.
I'm going to get away with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Absolutely. So, something about douchebag Paul that we should all know is that he was obsessed with videotaping, like, everything. Like, there's so many home videos with the family, with Carla. You can see a lot
just
of them.
like bullshit every day, whatever the fuck.
There's one of him dancing like this with his hair like all big and shit. There's a lot of Carla drinking the cocktails and stuff.
Yeah.
And that video camera with like 300 pounds on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And he videotaped like
That's
everything.
crazy.
He's like, wait, let me take the full VHS out and then replace it because it would only tape like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's right. And those tapes were so fucking expensive. You remember. You remember.
My God, I remember. Shit.
That really trips me out. Like, because it's not just, he's not the only one. Like, a lot of people who kill video document stuff.
Yes, it's
And
a keepsake.
Yeah, but it kicks,
absolutely.
it kicks them in the ass later. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But
It
you'll
is
always
crazy.
hear about this stuff. Yeah.
Yes. So Carla decides, because it's Carla's decision, that she's going to give Tammy to Paul for Christmas.
Ew.
What?
Yes.
I would slap
That is the correct reaction.
What?
Yeah. Yep. So the family gets together for Christmas Eve dinner in 1990, and there's videotape.
Oh,
They're
no.
doing dinner, and everyone's saying hi, and they got the cocktails, and everyone's having a great time. And then, it comes to the end of the night, and they say, "Hey, Tammy, come down to the basement. We're going to give you some spiked eggnog,
Ew.
and you can hang out with us." And hanging out with your older sister and her boyfriend
Gross.
/ fiance / douchebag. Like, you want to do that.
Rapist.
Right, absolutely. So this is the part we need to buckle up, because this is really fucked up.
Oh, no.
I know. Are you ready?
Uh-uh.
Okay, let's slowly buckle up, and we're going to breathe while we do it.
All right.
Okay.
Give it to us.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So they went down to the basement. They gave her the spiked eggnog, and she was excited because she got to drink a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But what she didn't know is her dumb whore sister put calcium in her drink.
Mm-hmm.
And so it knocked her out.
Mm.
Knocked her out. And so douchebag Ken pulled out his video camera.
Mm.
And Carla videotaped him raping her little sister.
Oh, God.
And then Carla raped her little sister.
Oh, no.
And they took turns on video doing this to her, and she would start to come out of her haze, and they would take rag soaked with the calcium, halothane. There was a mix of those, halothane, and they would put it on her face to knock her out over and over and over again.
Gosh.
And it would cause this terrible, awful chemical burn
Oh,
on
no.
her fucking face. All red.
Oh,
All red.
no.
Yeah. So she would be coming out of it. They knock her out. They're both raping her. She's raping her fucking sister to please her goddamn
Gosh.
boyfriend.
I feel like this is the worst story ever.
Mm-hmm. My daughter and I were like looking into this story, and we were both just like, are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck do you do something like that? Okay,
I would have cut his dick off
right?
instead of raping my sister.
Oh my God. Like, she was all about it. She thought he was great. She thought this was great.
That's so fucking gross.
Oh my God. So little Tammy starts to throw up and starts choking.
Oh God.
Do they help her?
No.
No. They don't help her. They put her clothes back on. They take her up to her room. They call 911. They come and they say, oh, we gave her alcohol. She was drinking and acting crazy. And then she started throwing up and she choked on her throw up. And one of them was like, well, what's with the red marky?
Yeah.
And they said, well, we drug her on the carpet to get her back to her room. And they said, okay.
Oh.
It's a straight up chemical burn on this girl's head. It's like, there's no doubt. It's on her face. Like, there's pictures from our autopsy of it. It's awful.
Oh,
it's
she dies.
So fucked that they didn't go, well, maybe we should look into this. She dies.
It's
so sad.
She killed her sister. She killed her sister. The death is ruled an accident. I haven't even gotten to
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. So I had to get through that. It was really fucked up. Like hearing that they did that is just sickening. Okay, are you ready? So sad. That's not from carpet. Like, give me a fucking
that's
break.
Totally not from carpet. Yeah.
So 3 weeks after Tammy's death, there is something called the fireside chat. Now, the reason why we know about the fireside chat is later on during court proceedings, the jury had to watch all these goddamn videos, and it's in court transcripts of what is said. So you can't see it, but you can read.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was
transcripts are insane.
They're
so thorough.
This one, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. So we all need to take a moment and drink our vodka seltzer. Okay. Are you ready? This is really upsetting.
Oh, no.
It is. It's so bad.
It is. So 3 weeks after her sister's death, they're lying in front of a fireplace with the fire going, and they're naked, and they're having sex with each other, and they're doing all these sex acts. It's getting fucking crazy. And of course, don't worry, it's being videotaped.
Of course.
Right, everything's being videotaped.
Yeah.
And Carla is saying to Paul, I loved watching you rape my sister over and over again. And then she says to him, I loved raping my sister. I loved it. She said, I want to give you all the virgins you want. We can do this all the time. We can do it every weekend. I'm going to give you whatever you want. I'm going to please you. And then this fucking bitch says to him, I want to have 4 children with you so you can rape them all.
Oh, they're so demented. Fuck.
Who the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck and what the fuck?
Sick.
Oh.
Could you? No. I can't imagine.
No.
That was beyond me.
Yeah. No.
That was beyond me. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Oh
Gross, gross, gross. So these 2 really sick, fucked up ass people met each other at a pet food convention, and all this shit fucking happened. You just never know.
Don't ever go
How
to a
the
pet
fuck?
food convention.
How the fuck?
They're so disgusting.
Right? I always think about that. How did they find each other?
Yeah.
And then how do they have the conversation like, I'm okay with that.
I know.
Do you
right?
know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you get to this level where
I
it's
always
okay
wonder
to
that.
rape your sister?
I always wonder this. So, of course, there's lots of other videos, and one of the other videos after this is Paul, and he's in Tammy's room, and he's, like, going around the room, and he's like, hi, Tammy, love you, Tammy, bye, Tammy, like, saying weird shit, like, after she's dead.
Yeah.
And then he pans over, and there's Carla, and she's wearing Tammy's clothes.
Oh my God.
And she's saying to him, "Oh, I hope Carla doesn't find out about us, Paul." And then Paul and whore Carla have sex on Tammy's bed.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
I can't. Who the fuck thinks of this shit? Who thinks of this shit? It actually happened. If there's video, if you just heard like this might have happened somewhere, you'd be like, yeah, fucking right. There's videos of it.
Oh, God.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah,
So
this is disturbing.
it is disturbing. We're going to get through this together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have to finish this tonight because there's actually a lot more. You know what? I'll finish it next time.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Let's leave it there.
She's all up in it.
Are you serious? Okay.
There's a lot more.
Okay, good. I'd rather.
It's a lot, and I can see all of us looking a little green in the face.
Yeah.
It's a fuck story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. I mean, it's fucked, but I would rather hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Let's
It's
do that.
awful.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's awful.
Okay.
My daughter found out I was doing this story.
Right,
I'm like, killer couples for February. And I told her, she was like, that's the worst story I've ever heard.
Oh my God. All right.
Canadians.
All right.
hate
Now I'm
these
gonna
two.
not.
Oh.
I always do research on your stories, and now
No,
I'm gonna
don't.
have to. I know I'm
No,
gonna have to
there's a
stay
lot
away.
more.
I'm gonna have to stay away.
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
Because
we have to wait.
it gets
Okay.
Yeah.
worse.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Do you need to get the phone? You need to get the funny phone?
Nope. Nope. It's cool. It's
All
cool.
right. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So it's time for
For
a badass story of the week.
Hey, I feel so gross and dirty. Please fucking do a
Yes.
badass story.
All right.
Wow. All right. We really all need to start feeling better.
I need
Yeah.
a shower.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a really good shower.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about something good.
All right.
Is it
So-
about me?
Yay.
No, just kidding. I don't do
There's all
anything.
kinds of good stuff in the world. Let's focus on all the good stuff,
Okay, good.
okay?
Good.
So I just want to, I have a long list of something that I want to go through because I thought it was super awesome, and we all need to start doing good deeds that make everybody feel good.
Yeah.
You know, like Aurora was saying to me, like, oh, why are my parents so good? You know?
Oh, that's
And
awful
it's
to hear
so-
from your child.
Yeah.
It was
God.
just so funny and so
What a
cute.
nightmare.
We're such a nightmare. But you know, everybody can do their part. So I wanted to just go over a small list of 52 big and small good deeds that people can do to change the world.
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
So
Should I write these down, or have I already
I
done
will-
all of them?
I will send it to you. You might have
Okay.
done some actually.
Okay.
They're really easy. And the cool thing is that you're helping someone by doing a good deed, but even better is that psychologically when you do something good,
Mm-hmm.
you are doing something better for your own health.
It feels
Oh.
good.
It doesn't just feel good, it actually physically makes you better.
Can I toot my own horn just for a second?
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it.
So years and years ago, when I was turning, I think 30,
Mhm.
I wanted to do something special, and I did 30 random acts of kindness.
Oh, cool.
So cute.
Uh-huh.
It felt amazing.
Mhm.
It was stupid little things
Yeah,
all day on my birthday, and it felt amazing.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Am I the badass?
You are. So you guys can tell me if you've done anything like
Okay.
this, okay?
Okay.
All right. Number 1, thank the salesperson who helped you.
Yes.
Easy,
Okay.
right?
Excellent.
All right. Buy an extra can of food to donate to a food drive or food bank,
Yes.
right? Also,
Yeah.
there's something that we do here in Santa Clarita for the food pantry.
Mm-hmm.
You can, if you have a fruit tree in the backyard, they will come collect it for you.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
I did this. I collected 30 pounds of peaches or nectarines
I
Uh-huh.
love
and
peaches.
sent it to the food pantry. This
Cool.
lady came and she helped me. So I
Love
did
it.
that. Mhm.
Okay.
Help someone find a lost pet. My mom is the best at this.
Yeah,
I
me
would
too.
just keep the pet. No, we have to give it
You have to
back.
give it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Write that down.
Let someone go in front of you in line. I do that all the time.
Me too.
If they have one item, stop it. You've done it. You've done it. All
But
right.
I have so little time.
Bring flowers to patients in the hospital.
Oh, that is a good one.
or
That's
to
a
the
good
nurse's
one.
station. And I have to kind of expand on this. at Kaiser where I work,
Mm-hmm.
they have something called NODA. No one dies alone.
Aww.
It's very sad, but I mean, there are people who, for whatever reason, have family that live far away, and can't, or homeless. You know, you come into this world with like all these people in there cheering you on, you know, like happy.
Yeah.
So they have this thing where they call upon volunteers to come into the hospital and read to patients. I've done this. I've read, like, they'll tell you, like, if they're Christian or Baptist or whatever. So I grab their Bible and I read pages through it. And it's, like, heartwarming, sad at the same time. But just knowing that even if they can't talk back, you're there during their, like, most...
Oh, nobody wants to be alone.
Nobody
wants to be alone.
So you can do that. But just bringing flowers to patients in the hospital is awesome. You can weed a community garden.
Okay.
Apologize when you are wrong.
Nope. Scratch that one off.
Number 7. Sorry, babe. Buy. I'm the worst at that.
Keep going.
He knows. Buy one, get one pair of shoes or socks.
Like at Payless?
And then, yeah.
And then donate.
And donate it.
Keep it.
Prepare food for firemen or policemen who have to work on a holiday.
Well, I would do that.
We need to do that.
Whatever the firemen want me to do.
Yeah. I got like the hookup now with the firefighters
do
too.
it.
You hook up with firefighters
yes.
now?
Yeah.
That's on my list.
Honey, it's been on my list for a long time.
Yeah, but you can't do it. I can.
In my mind, I can do it. I do all the time.
All right. Put out a bird feeder for the winter birds.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Put an encouraging note in your child's or partner's lunch bag.
I did that for my kids, like for a really long time, and my daughter just got annoyed with me.
Oh, no. That's cute.
She's a bitch.
All right. Be the designated driver and make sure your friends celebrate safely.
Oh my
do
God.
that all the time.
You really do.
You really do.
I think I'm a bad person. I'm hearing this list and I'm like, oh no.
Smile at a random stranger. Smiles are contagious.
No, I'm going to refuse to do that.
I do that all the time.
I feel like I always have like a permanent smile.
How you doing?
Ask someone to give a donation in your name instead of a gift.
Oh, that's nice.
I want the gift. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Pick up trash in a park or at the beach.
That's a good one. My sister-in-law and her family have been doing a lot of beach cleanups lately.
That's really nice.
It's fulfilling. It's good. Yeah.
Donate your hair to Locks of Love.
I love
Done
that.
it?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think
That's
they want
awesome.
my gray hair. I think.
It has to be undyed hair, though, right?
it's
So
not
I
gonna
couldn't.
No, it could be colored.
Oh,
can
really?
Be colored. Yeah.
I did not know that.
All right. Donate to your local school to help a child pay for their school trip.
I like that.
That's easy. Help an elderly or young person cross the street.
Aww.
Ricky did that.
That's nice.
Yeah. Put your change in a donation box when you shop.
That's a good one.
Donate blood or join the bone marrow registry.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
JJ.
I know some dumb whore that did that once. She saved a life.
Pay it forward by paying for a cup of coffee for the person behind you in line.
Yeah, that's a Starbucks thing. Yeah.
I have done that at Starbucks. I actually have.
Yeah.
I think I ended up paying more than I would have paid for my own thing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it sucked for me. But okay, go ahead with your list.
Right. You can always just say, hey, I want to donate $5 to the car behind me instead of like making it ridiculous.
Do you judge the car behind you though? Because I have done that. Whereas like their car is legit, like it runs and everything, and mine's like about to commit suicide. And I think, should I?
You're like, no, they don't need it.
They don't need it,
I
but
need it.
they need to give me extra.
Right.
Oh, I think I'm a bad person.
Buy a meal for a homeless person.
Now I've done this.
Yeah.
I've taken care of one homeless person for years and years and years.
Oh, wow.
That was life changing.
That's going to put you into the good place.
No matter how bad it was or hard it was here, you can always give because they have less.
They do. Yeah. I would buy for this guy at our Vons, and he had a dog, so I would buy his dog food
too. It breaks my heart when they have dogs.
Yeah. Bring a cake to work. Oh, come on. That's easy.
Can you eat it like a little bit on the way to work?
Yeah. Take public transportation or carpool instead of driving to work. That ain't happening. Sorry.
I am against that.
No.
Completely.
Tell the manager about an employee who gave great customer service.
That is a good one.
That's
nice.
Donate school supplies for children in homeless shelters.
I never thought of that.
Me neither. Volunteer for an hour at a senior center or nursing home.
Oh, girl.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at a senior center.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. 5-6 years.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they had figured it out. They show up so happy because they are happy that they have one more goddamn day. They all are so happy to get the food from you and talk to you, and they dance. I love the senior center.
Yeah,
I love it.
They have so much life advice too.
They do.
Yep.
Perspective.
Hold the door open for the person behind you, especially if they're carrying bags.
I do it all the time.
I'm raising my kids to do that. They need to learn this stuff.
I do it.
Yeah. Sign up for a CPR course. You never know when you might need it.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Bring a meal over to someone who just left the hospital.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Donate clothing to Goodwill or a clothing drive.
Maybe we should do that for Cynthia.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be our good deed for the week.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just do one good deed.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it. We'll talk about it.
I'm like, I know what Ty likes. All right. Give up your seat on the subway or bus to someone who needs it. Compliment a stranger's new haircut or outfit.
I do that.
Sign up to be an organ donor.
Excellent.
Done.
Excellent.
Go to an animal shelter and play with the puppies. I just want to do that for me.
But take them home.
I can't go. I can't.
And raise.
Why you're gonna bring one home?
No, I can't. I'm so empathetic, and I'm such an empath that my empathy to animals is worse than with humans. I can't.
Have you seen Don't Fuck with Cats?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so that moment I'm just like,
I can't. Sorry.
Okay, number 36. We're almost there. Donate period products to a shelter for abused women.
That's a good one.
Plant a tree.
Yes.
Offer to babysit for a new parent.
Aww.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good. It is a good one. Do you remember when you had your littles? You needed time off.
Yeah.
Self-care, bitch.
Yep. Donate old eyeglasses to an organization that will reuse them. Recycle plastic bottles, paper, and whatever else is collectible. That's my life. Okay. Help a friend move even if there are stairs.
And let me tell you this, my Hebs, he moves all of his friends.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He's a big and strong guy. He turned 40. He's weak now. But he's always moving his friends.
Okay. Shovel out your neighbor's walkway or mow their lawn. That's awesome. Save the mini shampoo bottles and soaps from a hotel stay and donate them to a homeless shelter.
Oh, that's a good idea. I have a bunch of those.
Yeah. Walk or run for a cause. Bring a welcoming kit to a new neighbor.
That's nice. I think love that's nice.
I mean, I live in a cul-de-sac. We're all about our new people. We love them all. Yeah. Read a book to your children, yours, or relatives, or volunteer at your local preschool. Turn the lights off anytime you leave the room to save energy. Help someone change a flat tire. Share your umbrella with a stranger.
Nah.
That's weird. They might think you're...
It might be a Paul.
No.
I ain't sharing shit with Paul.
All right, we're almost there. So number 50, return shopping carts at the grocery store and leave the quarter in it for the next person. I mean, we don't have quarters. But
what's the quarter thing? What are you
I think like at the airport you might get this where you have to pay for
or like
quarter.
In Hollywood, Westwood, like those places, you have to put a quarter in the machine to get your shopping cart out.
Yeah.
So you're putting in a quarter in for the next person. That's
so
nice.
you're putting in the quarter and
that's
then
nice.
So you return it,
you get
and you get your quarter back, but then you can put it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
But we don't have that.
We don't have that.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can actually say this. My niece works at Vons, and she used to, when she first started out, she would have to collect the carts.
Yeah.
Like in the summertime, they're really hot.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, they're really cold or it's raining. Like, please, in inclement weather, just do it all the time. But especially if it's hot, especially if it's raining, just do it.
You're just doing extra steps and burning more calories.
Yeah, I do it all
the time.
Come on,
bitches.
Yeah,
that's right.
All right. You can give books to a street library. Super cute. Or leave a server a generous tip before a holiday.
Yes, that's a good one.
So there's all kinds of good things. You can do any one of these 52 to make yourself feel better. I think I'm going to challenge myself, since I've done so many, to like do one a week at least.
That's such a cute idea.
I'm gonna try, because there's 52.
I'm going to do it with you.
Yeah. There's
Send me the
52,
list.
so let's do 50.
Yeah.
What a week.
Okay.
Are you
we'll
going
all,
to?
We'll all do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then let's talk about it next episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to hold
Okay.
each other to it.
Yeah.
I know which one I'm doing this week. Do you know?
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
Send me the list.
Okay.
So we're
I'm
not going to go
super
in any
stoked.
order. We can choose wherever.
Yeah.
we
Choose
want.
whatever
Okay.
you want. Yeah.
Okay.
Some are harder than others. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Okay.
you know?
I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us.
Okay.
Making
And then I'm going to
2020 better.
blog it and put it on the.
Ooh, keep us accountable.
Yeah. Keep it. Well, I'll put it on the
If
website.
we don't have
you
something
guys.
to talk about,
Yeah.
something we've done, that's fucked up.
You guys can follow it on the website and yeah, cool.
What if they...
And do it with us.
Yes. And you know what? Email us
Yeah.
and tell us what you did this week, and we'll shout it out.
Yeah, handcuffsandsage@gmail.com.
Yay!
Yay. Okay.
Yay.
Okay. So we had a really messed up fucking stories,
I'm sorry.
but we feel good about our badass story of the week.
It was such a good badass story.
Yeah, and then to be
Robert
continued.
is fucking scary as
Right.
shit. So
Yeah.
thanks
I'm gonna
for
order.
that.
I'm gonna order a replica. And
No, don't.
have him sit with us.
I know this is a
Fucking
hard episode. I need
And then to be
bring it.
continued on your story. So join us next week so that you guys could hear
Hey.
the awesome ending of that story.
Ken and Barbie.
And if you
fuckers.
love us, and you should, and you're a handcuffer for life, check out our Patreon page and support us. It helps us.
Yeah.
We need the help.
Yes, for
Please
sure.
help us.
For sure.
Yeah, and you get goodies, stickers, and whatnot.
Right.
Yay!
Yeah.
Woo! Shout outs. Yay!
Shout outs.
Shout
Yes.
outs.
Okay.
If you have any recommendations for how we can get better or more fun, or if you have stories, spill it.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Are you
All right,
ready?
yeah, we're ready.
And remember,
We do what we want.
Oh, all day, every day.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo!
Love you. Bye.
Yay!